we go.
Hey guys, Eric Sill here, Carolina Autos. It's a nice day here in Charlotte. Gonna take the Camaro out for a drive. Just a quick POV drive. Gonna go get it washed too, because this thing has not been washed in like a month. We've had pretty crappy weather. It's been rainy off and on. Been to the beach and back. So time to give it a wash, and I'm gonna get the GoPro on here in a bit. And maybe we'll do some 0 to 60 runs or something, just to kind of maybe give a side-by-side from this car to the Veloster N. I can go back and dig through all my old footage, put those videos side-by-side, and maybe make like a comparison video. This one doesn't have a performance timer on it, so not that I can tell. It's got like a little timer on the dash, and we'll use that, but it doesn't like actually automatically stop at 60 from what I can tell. But let's give it a cold start while we're just sitting here. Don't mind my attire. I'm heading to the gym after I do this video. Shut the sunroof. Car sounds good idling for a V6. Got a couple of little pops and everything in there, especially when it's cold. But hopefully everybody's been enjoying the Camaro content. This will be the car for the channel for the foreseeable future. Haven't been doing as many videos, obviously, with, you can see my mask on here. Coronavirus has been kind of shut down a lot of the car scene this year. My main group of guys I usually drive with haven't been doing as much. I've been really busy with work, but I'm about 10 subscribers away from 1,000, so if everybody watching this video, if you're not subscribed, just go ahead and hit it. I only need 10 of you to do it, and I can get the channel monetized and try to get this thing on the road more. I'd like to spend more time next year really doing more car reviews, driving different kinds of cars for you guys. Everybody seems to like the reviews that I do, so just where we just do like a full walk around, take a car out to a nice road, give it a rip. And then hopefully later next year, nothing promised yet, but we'll be getting another car for the channel, something with a little bit more power. Probably 8 cylinders, maybe 427 cubic inches. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'll turn this camera off. I'll get the GoPro on. We'll go through the car wash and enjoy the POV drive. Thanks for watching, guys. Yes, I always go through the automatic wash. Everybody gives me shit for it, but that's okay. The car already had a bunch of acorns dropped on it. Has a bunch of dents in it. They were rather large acorns, but I feel like the sheet metal on these cars is pretty thin. I guess that's to save weight or cost, probably, knowing GM, but well, we got 5,400 miles. I'll show you guys the dents in the top. Maybe somebody could suggest a little dent repair place here in Charlotte or something. They look like they could pop out pretty easy, but I'll show them to you when I park it and dry it off. So if you guys take a look, I don't know, hopefully you can see it. Might be easier to see on the trunk. See those little dents? There's one over there, one over there. There's a couple on the top. They're kind of hard to spot. If I move the camera slowly though, you can probably see them in the light. So if anybody knows a good little spot around Charlotte, North Carolina, to maybe get some of that fixed. Sorry if that was real loud outside. If anybody knows a spot around we might be able to get that fixed, let me know. But on to the POV drive. All right, hopefully we're recording. Hopefully everybody has a pretty good view. Sorry about this. Hopefully everybody has a pretty good view of the dash. I was hoping for light traffic, but Saturday in Charlotte, even during quarantine and curfew, still a busy Saturday. that's third gear. See, that wasn't wide open throttle, but just a good little poke. Give you an idea of the roll-on power here. So 60 miles an hour, third gear, foot hard down. For a V6, A, it sounds really good, and B, it's actually pretty quick. I wouldn't call it a fast car, but how much more do you really need on the street? Big, powerful cars are definitely more fun, but this will keep up with whatever you need it to on public roads. Fifth gear, 70 miles an hour, 3,000 RPMs. Sixth gear is really long, 70 miles an hour, 2,000 RPMs. I really like to keep it in fifth. Just has no passing power whatsoever in sixth gear on the highway. Really, even fifth kind of struggles a bit from 60 or something. I'll show you the difference here. So this is fifth, foot down. It'll pick up some speed, but it's definitely not, it definitely struggles, put it that way. Pretty day out here in Charlotte. Might get on 485, see what's going on over there. Go drive around my office building area a bit, maybe. Nobody jumps in front of us. Alright, 4,000 RPMs, 55. Punch it. And on the brakes. Stops better than it goes, that's for sure. But you can see that wasn't even the top of third. The very tippy top of third is pretty much spot on 100. I think it's like 98, 99. It's like right there at 100. Try not to tailgate this person and piss them off. I think there'll be a spot over here in this little manufacturing complex. It's quiet. We might be able to rip off a 0 to 60 for you guys. Take a left over here and see what we got. Pretty quiet over here. Alright, so let's go down to the performance. Well, it's not a performance timer, it's just a timer. There it is. Alright, let's give her a launch here. I'll try to hit the... Oh, somebody's pulling out. Well, we can probably do it anyway. They'll be alright. Alright, so I'll try to hit it just as I get rolling here. So no idea what that was to 60, but we got the timer running, so you should be able to figure it out for yourself. I'll probably figure it out when I watch the video back. Wasn't the best launch. I haven't really launched this car a lot real hard. Let's see if we can stop the timer and reset it. There we go. Did give it a no lift shift though. Alright, I don't see anybody around. We'll give it another go here. We've got it in performance traction mode, so Oops, I didn't want to start it. All right, ready? Well, I thought I hit the button, but I didn't hit the button. That gives you a pretty good idea. Two launches back to back like that. Give you a pretty good idea of the 0 to 60 capability of the car. Definitely hit 60 in second gear, no problem. That no lift shift feature from GM is awesome. I might cut the camera off here for a second while we pull out in traffic. I don't think you guys want to watch me in traffic. All right, well, let's try getting back on the highway. It is busy everywhere over here. All right, second gear pull from 4,000. Let's get it back on the speedometer. I know you guys can see the analog one, but the digital one's nice. Quick. Third gear is it just seems like the strongest gear in this car. I'm not sure why. Just seems to really be happy pulling hard. We've been overtaken by a Beetle. Surprised it's still on the road. But yeah, this suspension, it seems like it kind of has the SS suspension and brake package. Definitely different spring rates because the front end is going to be quite a bit lighter. Probably fairly similar on the rear though. And don't get me wrong, it's fine 90% of the time, but it's just really choppy over bumps. I wouldn't call it too stiff because you want it to be stiff since you can't change anything on it. But it can be a little annoying, especially around town. It's just jarring sometimes. But the interior of this car is actually, you hear I've got 5,500 miles on it now. You don't hear any creaks or rattles really to speak of. So we're actually going to get off on South Boulevard. So it's holding up pretty good. I drive this car hard. Just like I do every car. But some things that I really do like are the steering wheel is great in this car. Just the steering in general. The wheel, the feel of the wheel is great with the Alcantara. Shift knob feels great with the Alcantara. The shifter is really notchy in a good way. It just positively pops into gear really nicely. Haven't had too much trouble missing gears or anything. Sometimes it doesn't act like it wants to go into second if you're just kind of like slowly shifting it, but that's not a big deal at all. You saw with the no lift shift earlier on the launches, no problem banging gears in this car. Heel and toe is so easy because it's a floor mounted pedal. Just from a driving perspective, this is dynamically one of the best cars I've ever owned. Honestly, it definitely, this chassis begs for more power than this V6 has, but if you can get around that, like I said, it's all you need on the street realistically in traffic. Look, we're stuck behind a Mazda, you know, but other than that, the balance and the way this car drives, brakes and handles is just perfect. I love it. I've been trying to hang back so we can kind of take this corner a little quick, but everybody's slowing down anyway. you just tip this thing in. You can, I mean, you can throw it in, tip it in, whatever you want to do, but it just sticks. And we're going, oh, that's not even, that's a Kia. We were a lot faster than the Kia there though. Oh, and straight into traffic. How about that? I don't know which way you go here to get back on the highway. I'm not really sure. Check out this Mazda here. That's pretty neat. Always stuck in traffic in Charlotte. Well, I'll turn this off until I get back on the highway, essentially. Guys, see this Miata? That guy just hit a bump, and that has the stiffest suspension I've ever seen on a car. The whole car bounced just on the bridge joints. Sounds pretty good though. He's popping gears off pretty good. Yeah, okay, so I could've just stayed in that lane. Whoops. So we can hunt down the Miata. I don't know if he went this way or not. This thing is just so composed and smooth in a corner like this. Pull up to 100. It's kind of uphill, so take that with a grain of salt, but I love that no-low shift. Anytime I'm wide open, I just go ahead and use it because it does so good. It just lets the revs kind of fall and match right where the next gear is. You can't change really hard, but it just makes it perfect every time. Keeps the engine spun up. Good clutch engagement, just takes off. We got to remember not to get on 77 because it was a major cluster, you know what. Kind of stuck in this lane, it looks like. That's okay, I'll deal with the traffic. I'll probably end the video here actually, guys. Just wanted to get a couple little pulls, get some content out there with the car. I'll try to throw a side-by-side, like I said, up with this car next to the Veloster N 0 to 60 so we can compare. I don't know how much you'll be able to really truly get out of a video. I'll try to line it up as close as I can. But my video editing software is kind of, honestly, it's kind of crap. I need to, at some point, buy Adobe, but maybe I'll do that once the channel gets monetized. But yeah, I'll keep the content rolling, guys. Like I said, hopefully maybe a more exciting car coming up. I'd really love to buy a C5, or sorry, C6 Z06, the 427, the 7-liter small block car. I just think that would be a really fun channel for the car. They're really neat cars from, you know, when I was kind of a kid. That was my first dream car, realistically. I mean, the Ford GT, yes, but that's way outside of anything I'm going to be able to afford anytime soon. It's nice to have power to get around a line of cars like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you're not. Like I said, just 10 more to get that 1,000 that I need to get monetized. Actually, I'll keep recording around here and we'll take this pretty quick. A little Porsche SUV tried to keep up with me through that. Sorry, Porsche. You don't got nothing for the Camaro. Not around a corner anyway. I knew this person was going to do that. That's why I slowed down. All right, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. We'll keep the cameras rolling, keep the content coming with the Camaro. I want to try to get next year, try to get back to a cadence like once a week. Try to get out with the guys more, especially in the spring. I know you guys really like that content where we've got the guys with the Mustangs and that Focus RS that comes out all the time. I've been missing them. COVID has impacted us all, I know. But hopefully nobody too bad. Hopefully everybody's still working, keeping safe, keeping their head above water. Oh, and my girlfriend and I are going to Mexico for New Year's, so I might try to rent some kind of interesting car out there. Do a little bit of driving. Maybe we'll get like a BMW or something like that. If we could find an M2, that would be sweet, but I don't know how hard cars like that are to come by in Tulum, Mexico, but we'll find out. But thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.